Hi guys, I'm back today, and today I want to do an updated McCartney albums, ranking the McCartney albums, so ranking Paul McCartney's studio albums. So I did this like 2 years ago, and my preferences have changed a little bit since last time, so today I want to do an updated version. As you guys can see as well, a little bit of a change in my appearance. I'm now, I wear glasses now, so, I don't know, that has nothing to do with this video, but I really love my glasses, so I just wanted to say that. But, yeah, so I'm going to rank them. There's 25 on this list, or sorry, 24 on this list. I did not include, like, obviously his classical works, his compilation albums, that could be, like, another time, or his, like, experimental stuff with, like, the Fireman, because I don't think, like, Electric Arguments is technically a McCartney album. So I did his 24 studio albums from 1970 to 2021, which was, or sorry, 2020, which was McCartney 3. So McCartney to McCartney 3 and everything in between. So let's get started. So I'm going to go from top or bottom to top. So 24 to 1. And I want to say that this is my opinion. I know some of this, these rankings are not going to be your opinion. So I know that, but this is my opinion. And also, I'm not going to actually hold the physical albums up. I'm just going to tell you them and tell you my favorite tracks, or why I didn't like the album, or why I did like the album, and stuff like that. So let's officially get started now. At 24, we have 2001's Driving Rain. This did not move from the last time. This has never moved. This has always been my least favorite Paul McCartney record. I just don't like it. I think it's weird. It's very weird. A lot of it is like the melodies of the songs themselves don't make a lot of sense. It's very depressing sounding. Like the actual melodies of these songs are very depressing, but the songs themselves are pretty optimistic. I didn't like it. I don't get it. I don't get the vibe of it. And a lot of people are with me on this one. A lot of people do not like this album because of that. I think the best songs on this record is Your Loving Flame, simply because of his voice and the piano. Magic, because of what it's about. Magic is about Linda, and Freedom, which is obviously about 9/11. Some people don't like it, but I don't know. I like the vibe of it. So at 24, it's Driving Rain. 23. This is going to surprise a lot of people, but it's Red Rose Speedway. Again, this did not move at all since my last ranking video. This album is, again, lacking melodic components that would make it great. I don't know what else to say. It's weird because, like, Band on the Run came right after this album, and that is amazing. That album is amazing, obviously. It's just, I don't know. It's not it. Big Barn Bed is a good song. My Love is a good song, and Win the Night. It's not a lot. I don't really like this album. If Live and Let Die was on this record, it would be probably a little bit higher, but since it's not, it's at 23. And they're on pieces of paper so I can see what I'm you know, I wrote notes on these records. At 22, we're going to 1980, we're going to McCartney 2. This album is way too experimental for me. I don't really like experimental music. I like when an artist knows what he wants, or he or she want from a record, and this album doesn't sound like he knew what he wanted. And, you know, I do respect that he tried to do something new and just do something different, but it didn't work out. I love Coming Up. We all know that. Coming Up is a very good song. I love the live version and the studio version. I prefer the studio version, but Waterfalls is another good song, and Temporary Secretary is kind of niche, and I really love it. Other than that, no, I don't like this record. So it's at 22. 21 is McCartney 3. This is way down from last time, isn't it? I think I got sick of it. I heard it a lot. After that video, I started to listen to it a lot, and it's not it. It doesn't hit for me. I don't think it should have been produced, if you want to know my opinion, and please don't come for me. Like, I love him, I love his artistry, I love him, but his voice just isn't there. It's just not there anymore for the key that he's singing these songs in. You know, it did give me a lot of immense joy during the pandemic, but now it's kind of a pandemic record, and that's what a lot happened with these artists who produced albums during the pandemic. Is these albums are now pandemic records, and it's 4 years since the pandemic. It's weird. So McCartney 3 is at 21, but I mean, I do love Find My Way. I think that's a very good song. Winter Bird, which is a cut from Flaming Pie that wasn't on the the deluxe box edition or the collector's edition Flaming Pie. And Pretty Boys. But other than that, yeah, it's at 21. At 20, we're going to Run Devil Run from 99. It's a cover album, I know, but there are original songs on this record. I think I really do love What It Is. I think that's a very good love song. Obviously, it's for Linda. And I love his version of Try Not to Cry. Try Not to Cry. He wrote that song. I love his version of Brown-Eyed Handsome Man and Another Baby. But it's a covers album, so it had to go kind of low on the list. But and obviously it was produced a year after Linda died, and I'm expecting to hear her on it, but I don't, and it's kind of sad. So it's at 20. At 19 might surprise some people, but Pipes of Peace is going at 19. I love the title track. It's a really good song. I love So Bad and Through Our Love. I think that's a great song. That's a great ballad. But I know people love Say, Say, Say. I don't understand why people like that song. I never really understood why that song was that popular. It's just not that good. I think The Girl Is Mine is a better song than Say, Say, Say is. And, you know, there are some really good songs on this record, but not enough to pull it up higher than 19. So, there you go. At 18, we have another 80s record. It's Press to Play. I really love Press. That song is fire. It should have been a hit. It's not. It should have been a hit. Only Love Remains is his de facto ballad on a record. It's a great ballad. Good Time Is Coming, Feel the Sun is a great summer song. I love it. And Stranglehold is a great rocker. But, I don't know, however absurd and angry and Move Over Busker is just not it. 18. 17. This is going to piss a lot of people off. McCartney. Please, don't get mad. Don't get mad at me. But I just think it's overrated. I think it's overrated. It's homemade. Very, very homemade. Almost too homemade. It just doesn't vibe with my preferences. I don't understand it. I just don't get it. I don't understand why people like it. It's very lo-fi, and I don't know. Obviously, I love Maybe I'm Amazed, Every Night, Teddy Boy, Junk. But there's a lot of songs on this record that just doesn't make sense. Like, for instance, I don't know, like Mama Miss America, or That Would Be Something. I don't like his vocalizations on That Would Be Something. It just doesn't vibe with the song. He's trying to like beatbox and it's just not working. So, sorry guys, but 17 is McCartney. 16. Again, please don't get mad at me, but Ram. Again, I think it's overrated. I think it's a very overrated album. You know, there's some really good songs on here, like Monkberry Moon Delight, Uncle Albert Albemarle Halsey, Another Day, The Backseat of My Car, Too Many People, you know, but like, not enough to pull it up to a top 5 album. Sorry, but it's just not. 16. 15. Broad Street. I know. I think he butchered the remake of Silly Love Songs. I don't know how that got on the record. I don't understand it. It's terrible. Like, it's terrible. But on the flip side, No More Lonely Nights is one of his greatest songs ever written. I really love the medley between Yesterday, Here, There, and Everywhere, and Wanderlust. In fact, Wanderlust is my favorite version of the song. Like, Wanderlust is one of my favorite Paul McCartney songs of all time, and I love this version. Like, because it's kind of stripped back. I love it. But I can't put this album any higher than 15. 14 is Speed of Sound. I think this album is too democratic. I don't think that every Wings member had to have a song on this record. I'm sorry, but I don't. But, again, on the flip side, you have really, really strong songs on this record. Let 'Em In. I mean, come on. That song opens the record. It's amazing. Silly Love Songs. I mean, come on, guys. 6 Weaker on the Hot 100 chart. You know, you've got Beware My Love, which is a beautiful rocker. You've got She's My Baby, which is kind of a dumb song lyrically, but melodically it's amazing. You've got Warm and Beautiful, which people hate. People think it's too corny. I love, because I love that kind of thing. So yeah, I mean, not his best, but definitely not his worst either. Speed of Sound. 14. 13. Really, I love it. Wildlife. Again, I think it's underrated. I think this is underrated. I think this is a lot better than Ram, if you want to know the truth. I love Tomorrow. I love that song. I've always loved that song. Love is Strange is amazing. I Am Your Singer is amazing. Dear Friend is amazing. The Child Track is amazing. But the other 12 albums on this list is a lot better than Wildlife. So Wildlife has to go at 13. At 12, Back to the Egg. Again, another underrated album that is undeservedly underrated. I love Getting Closer. Great rocker. Another great rocker is Old CM Sir. You've got After the Ball, which is kind of not a very long song, but I love his voice on that song. Winter Rose is a beautiful song. Baby's Request is amazing. I would have liked if Goodnight Tonight was on this record. I think it would have made it a lot higher than it was, because I love Goodnight Tonight, but it's a great album. Either way, 12. Sorry guys, let me take a drink of water. At 11, we've got New. So 2013 is New. I really love modern day McCartney to a certain point, and I love New for that reason. I love the title track New. I love Queenie Eye, which I didn't like at first, but I kind of like now. Save Us is a great rocker. Early Days is a beautiful kind of nostalgic song, kind of like the song we were singing from Flaming Pie, which we'll get to later. On My Way to Work is a great song. But I will say that sometimes, most of the time, when you have multiple producers working for the same album, it can kind of get too jumbled, because you have different producers who have different styles. And he had like 3 or 4 producers, including himself, working on this record. Including like Mark Ronson was on this record, Giles Martin was on this record, himself was on this record. So I don't know. It's not. And he did that earlier on, and he did this with Flaming Pie. And Flaming Pie, again, we'll get to, because with Flaming Pie, he had producers who had kind of the same style of music. Like with New, he had Mark Ronson, who is a pop producer. Like, he's a pop producer. And we'll get to Egypt Station in a minute, but he had the same thing kind of with Egypt Station, but Egypt Station worked better. But at 11, we have New. At 10, this is going to surprise some people because it's moved down. This is actually moved down a little bit. It's Chaos and Creation. I think this is a beautiful record lyrically. I think this is some of his best lyrics ever. I love the fact that he plays the piano a lot on this record, and you can tell, because you can tell when a McCartney piano piece is playing, and he does. Again, I love the lyrics, the self-reflective kind of lyrics on it. I love Fine Line, which opens the record. Anyway, which closes the record. English Tea is a cute song. You've got Promise to You Girl, which is a great song. That's Never Happened Before. Great song. But I think it's a little too long. I think he could have shortened it, or like he could have taken a track out of that, of the record. And it's kind of too slow. I think there's a lot of songs on this record that are too slow. Not enough oomph kind of thing. So it's at 10. But it's a great album. The top 10 is going to just be great albums. At 9, we have the next record released after Chaos and Creation. It's Memory Almost Full. I do love Memory Almost Full a little bit better. I love the lyrics. Again, great lyrics. I love The End of the End, which is, again, has great lyrics on it, like talking about mortality, which is scary to anyone. And, yeah. I love Dance Tonight. It's a great vibey track, pop track. Ever Present Past, See Your Sunshine, Only Mama Knows, Nod Your Head, Gratitude. But I think it's produced just not right. I think it's too loud. Like, the production is too loud. So 9. At 8, we have London Town. I love this record. I loved it ever since I first heard it. I love the title track. I love I'm Carrying, Girlfriend, I've Had Enough, With a Little Luck is my favorite Wings song. Girl School, Mole of Kintyre is a beautiful song. I just love it. I love it. 8. 7. Egypt Station. Yep, Egypt Station is at 7. I love this album. It was a surprise because I didn't expect this when I first heard it. Really good, really strong songs on it. I Don't Know is a beautiful song. It opens with that piano riff that's just incredible. It goes into this great song. I just heard it. I just heard it today. It was great. Come On to Me is a really fun, vibey pop song, and so is For You. I don't really care. For You is a great pop song. I love Happy With You, which is about himself. I love Who Cares, Confidant, and Dominoes. I love Despite Repeated Warnings. 2018 proved that Paul still had it and still has it. Voice is obviously not what it used to be, but I think this is a really strong, really good album. 7. At 6, we have Venus and Mars. You knew this was coming up. I love this album. I love Junior's Farm. Listen to What the Man Said. Call Me Back Again. You Gave Me the Answer. Venus and Mars. Rock Show. Lovin' Song. Yeah, I love this record. I love the New Orleans feel to it because he produced it in New Orleans. 6. All right, guys, let me take another drink. All right, we're going to the top 5 now, and I'm pretty sure you know what they are, but we've got, at number 5, you've got Off the Ground. I love this record, point blank period. I love the title track, very vibey, love it. I love Get Out of My Way. It's a great rocker towards the back half of the album. I love Hope of Deliverance, obviously. Biker Like an Icon. I love Peace in the Neighborhoods. Yeah. Wine Dark. I love Wine Dark Open Sea, a great ballad. Golden Earth Girl. I love I Owe It All to You. I love Come On People, which is kind of a Hey Jude song. I love this record, and I love this lineup that he had that toured with him in 93. Paul, obviously, duh. Linda, obviously, duh. Hamish Stewart, Robbie McIntosh, Blair Cunningham, and Paul Wickens, who's still his keyboardist to this day. Number 5, Off the Ground. Number 4, Flowers in the Dirt. Again, it's very nostalgic. It's one of the first McCartney albums that I listened to. Really love this album. We Got Married, My Brave Face. I mean, We Got Married is a great song. I just love it. Melodically, lyrically, amazing. My Brave Face, great rocker. Bassline's killer on that song. E1 or 2, great song. Figure of 8, great song. Put It There, beautiful song. This one is a great song, and it should have been a bigger hit than it was. It pisses me off that wasn't great, considered a great McCartney song, because it is. I love it. It's a great pop song. I love it. 4. 3, Tug of War. We knew it. It had to be here. One of his most legendary albums for good reason. Here Today, beautiful song that makes me cry every single time I hear it. Tug of War, the title track, amazing lyrics, great instrumentation, great melody. Wanderlust, again, not my favorite version, but I still love it. Take It Away, beautiful 80s song, one of the greatest songs of the 80s in my opinion, top 10 hit. The Pound is Sinking, you've got Get It and stuff like that. I love it. Tug of War has to be at number 3. At number 2, Band on the Run. What can I say or add that hasn't been said about this album before? Just love it. You know, the title track, a stellar song, stellar composition. Bluebird is just a great acoustic song. Jet, I love it. Let Me Roll It, don't care how many times I've heard it. Let Me Roll It, Mrs. Vanderbilt. Yeah, just consistently just great songs. Band on the Run at 2. And to top it off, we've got number 1, Flaming Pie. You know me, you know I love this record. It's been number 1 for a long time, and probably will be to continue to be number 1 for a long time. There's 14 tracks on the album, and 12 tracks are stellar. You've got the song we were singing, reflective, nostalgic song, beautiful melody. The World Tonight, which is a rocker, which is a great melody. You've got If You Wanna, which is not the best, but still a good song. Road trip song, summer song. Some Days, which is another beautiful ballad about Linda. You've got Young Boy, which is, I mean, great song. I love it. Great melody. I just love it. You got Calico Skies, which is one of his best songs ever written. Young Boy is one of his best songs ever written. Like, beautiful lyrics, beautiful the way he produces it. Heaven on a Sunday, which is a great song. You've got, Flaming Pie, the title track, which is a great song. Little Willow, that makes me cry every single time I hear it, about Maureen's death. You've got Beautiful Night, which is the definite, 100% definite masterpiece on the record. It's just a great song. Great Day closes it. I mean, so many good songs on this record. It's got to be at 9. It's got to be at number 1. So there it is, guys. There's my updated list. I hope you enjoyed this video. Thanks.